Welcome back to my back garden. So what you see here, let me point with my hand so you'll see this is a video and not an image, is a piece of log, and this is pine. Normally I wouldn't work with pine for many reasons. It is 31 centimeters on the shorter side, over 32.5 centimeters, and I've already marked a circle here. As you can see, this is practically a perfect circle, but I have here a little bit that breaks the form, the perfect circle of the log, so I will have to cut this part off.
Deadbeat, bonfire, rain clouds and nightmares and twinkling star. Hell no, I'm not coming back. Hell no, I'm not coming back. The past is gone and the future's unknown. God give me freedom or nothing at all. 'Cause hell no, I'm not coming back. Hell no, I'm not coming back.
So I bet you're wondering what we're doing in this angle. Well, the idea is very simple. Since the piece of log that I'm going to mount on my lathe is about the largest thing that I've ever mounted on my lathe, and it's very heavy, and I'm not sure at all that my half horsepower motor can actually support this kind of weight, I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking to my lathe. I'm not going to touch the motor. I am going to change something in my lathe, and please, if you get this idea from me and you try it at home and you completely ruin your lathe, don't come to me with your stories of how I'm responsible for you destroying your own lathe. So I'm doing this on my lathe. This is only my responsibility, and even with this small tweak that I'm going to perform here, there is still a very good chance that my motor will simply die out of stress. So beware. So the basics of what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the belt on my lathe to a smaller one. And on this type of lathe, which you'll see in a second, which is comprised of two pulleys that grow in and out as you turn the speed up or down, and in this kind of lathe configuration, actually, if you change the belt that runs between the motor and the spindle to a shorter belt, it gives you a different gear ratio. And what this translates to actually is to, in this case I'm going to use a slightly smaller belt, which will give me a smaller gear ratio, which will give me less speed. The minimum speed of this lathe is 500 rounds per minute. This is much too high for something of the kind I'm going to turn. I'm actually hoping for more like 100, but using the smaller belt I'm going to slow this down to somewhere between 150 to 200 rounds per minute, which is much slower, but still it means that I'm going to probably have to remain with contact of my wood most of the time, just in order to slow it down enough for the lathe not to fall apart. So fingers crossed if this works. Well, I know the slowing down will work, but finger crossed for this small motor to actually be able to turn that piece of wood.
Beautiful lady, warm like sunshine, shining brightly all the time. Wonderful woman, beautiful sunshine. Love you, lady, I love your mind.
Okay, I was able to mount this huge piece of log, and we're talking about a foot wide, 2 foot length. We're talking 30 centimeters wide and 60 centimeters length, something that my lathe is absolutely not rated to deal with. And in the spirit of experimentation and taking things to their limit, we're going to turn this round now. Now I'm facing a few problems. The first of which, that since I want to keep this as large as possible, I have a problem with my banjo. My banjo is 4 centimeters high, so I can't actually go with the banjo beneath the log. And I don't have a standalone banjo, which I need to get someday soon. That is one problem, and I'll explain in a minute how I'm going to solve that problem. There we go. So, the shape of the drum, and right now I'm orienting this drawing, let me put it in the center, I'm orienting this drawing the way it's going to be oriented on the lathe at the moment. So, if this is my spindle and this is my tailstock, the drum is going to be looking something like this. Now this isn't a perfect shape which I drew, because this is pretty much parallel, and it's not going to be this way. This part is going to be roughly a little bit more than 2/3 of the shape. So in order to solve the banjo problem, I'm going to start to round this off from this position with my tool rest as much as I can, switch to the extension of the tool rest, which is right here, and I'm going to turn everything as round as I can, and I'm going to start to give it this shape. I'm going to cut this down to roughly 20-23 centimeters, maybe. I think 20 centimeters will be just fine, since this is not going to be 30 when it's done. It's going to be more like 25 centimeters across. So I'm going to turn this to 20, maybe a little bit less. Once I start to turn this in toward this part, which should be around 15 centimeters, then I will have plenty of room here to go inside with my banjo, which means that from roughly this position, using the banjo and the extension, I should be able to turn the rest of the drum round. Later on I will remount this on one side using the faceplate in order to hollow the other side. So that's going to be a lot of fun trying to do. No need to say, this is going to take a few hours to do on this lathe. So I think I'll turn you off now and I'll bring you back the moment I have something to show for my effort.
Beautiful January